Hello, my friends. How is everyone today? Or what? I was going to say, or tomorrow. That is my way of saying hi to my Southern Hemisphere people. It might even be a little bit too early for them, but you know what? They might catch me on replay. And there might be some of them with insomnia or some of them that get up really early. But to everyone that is here, hello, and thank you so much for joining during this, our interesting times, isn't it? Interesting times to say the least. So I'm so glad to see you, if not in the flesh, at least virtually, right? So glad to have everybody popping on. Hello, Elizabeth. Okay, so Elizabeth is on, and that tells me that at least some Aussies are up. Oh, and there's Wendy. Hello, ladies. Hi. Everybody coming in and sharing. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for that. You never know when you might have a Facebook friend that wants to craft with you, right? So, you know, if you share this video, then they will know about all the fun stuff we do. And, you know, what else do they have to do? You really be doing them a favor, right? They're like, dear God, please. If I have to keep watching Netflix, I'm going to actually run out of things to watch. Hello, everybody coming on. Bridget, Maria, Mary Ellen, Nancy, my pal Nancy, Sandy, and Megan says it's 7:30 in the morning on Sunday for her. Hello, and Megan, please tell the Licornies hello. Be they furry or not furry. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well there. There's my friend Jill and Lori. Hi, from Ohio. Sounds great. Okay, listen, I have some fun news for you. And Katie, hello. I'm so glad to see you too. Let's start out with some fun news, shall we? I'm going to have an online bingo. This was not so much a business decision. Well, there's always a business decision to be made. This is not so much a business decision as just an outreach for me as well as for you, right? So I'm going to hold an online bingo at the end of the month. And here's how you can, and let me close up on this a little bit if I can. So here's how you can enter the online bingo, where we're going to have lots of fun. For every $25 you purchase with the Stamping Zoo, you're going to earn a bingo card. And then after that, for every $50 you purchase, you get an extra card. You can also get an extra card if you place your order online using this host code. And this is going to apply to any purchase of Stampin' Up! Product or online classes. So you know that I'm not going to have any face-to-face classes this month, but that's okay because we're still going to be able to meet right here, right, safely by doing some of our fun online classes with our friend Jen Houston at the Artsy Zoo at the Artsy Fartsy Gallery in Canada. She and I will hold classes. I'm going to put together probably a sampler kit to purchase. And so I still have a lot of fun planned for April. And this is going to be kind of the pinnacle of it, is on Monday, April 27th at 6 p.m. I'm going to hold a bingo essentially for all of my April customers, okay? So if you are interested in this, all you have to do is you have to shop with me. That's it. Whether you're a demonstrator or whether you're not a demonstrator, I decided that this is how you're going to earn getting into the bingo, is through purchases, okay? But you can purchase classes from me as well. So anyway, please keep this in mind. I have this posted on my Facebook. I also just posted this to my email. So if you don't already get my emails and you would like them, I think it's a nice way to be informed of all of the events coming up. And you know, you probably know this already, but you don't see actually all of the Facebook posts that I put onto my page. You probably only see a small bit of them. So if you want to see everything that I'm posting, please sign up for my email. You just have to private message me your email address and I'll get you signed up real quickly. Okay? Or you can also go to thestampingsoo.com. That's my blog page, and you'll be prompted there to just enter your email address, and then you'll be signed up. So I'm really kind of excited about this. I'll probably talk about it again once more towards the end of the class here, but I hope you all just give it a try. And it's going to be as much fun as I can pack into an online bingo. So here are the first ideas that came to me, but just keep in mind that if I think of something else fun that I want to do during the month, I will add that in. I won't be taking anything away. I'll only be adding things. And by the end of April, I don't know about you, but I'm going to need a really good party. Okay? So it's open to demonstrators, just customers. It's open to people who've never ordered from me before. It's open to people who always order from me. Okay? Just open for everybody. And I think it'll be a really fun time. And it will be held here on Facebook. Okay? So let's set this aside and let's talk about the OG, right? Not the original gangsta, because that's definitely not me. I'm a nerd. I'll just say it. I'll say it right now. I'm a nerd. Here, I gotta fix my screen a little bit. However, I love the Ornate Garden, and that's the OG we're going to be talking about today. So Ornate Garden, this is a preview of a suite of products. I like to call it a super suite because it has 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies available. And anyway, so Ornate Garden is going to be available in the annual catalog that doesn't really come out until June. So everybody can order it right now. Plus, it's going to be around for at least another year. We're going to be creating with it. And I don't know about you, but I love it. And the ideas are it's really easy, or I have found it really easy. I shouldn't speak for everyone, right? I have found it really easy to just get started with it. Okay, so I think you all have seen the products. Probably you've watched all the great. Hey, you guys, get out of here. Sorry, you guys. Beat it. Go on, get out. Beat it, you nuts. Oh God. Oh man, they're going stir crazy too. Okay, anyway, you've probably already seen close-ups of these products. And if you haven't, I'm happy to talk with you about them, but we're just going to get started right away. And then we can talk about the products as we create. Okay? I'm trying to kind of get the lighting right in here. It's a weird time of day for me to video. I'm not used to it. I'm used to setting up at nighttime. So, okay, let's clear the decks for a minute. Don't worry, it'll be a mess here soon. And, okay. Oh, I know, Kathy, the poor children. The poor children. I don't even know why they've decided to sit in here. They never want to sit in here. But, okay, here's one that I really just need to put together. Super easy. So this was a piece that I did on watercolor paper, and I used the pigment sprinkles. I'm sure I used Mango Melody and Granny Apple Green. And then I cut it out with the dies, the ornate layers, sorry, these beautiful dies. Okay, so I used this one right here. And then I also used this one to cut out a larger frame in soft seafoam. That's going to be our card base. And I'm just putting this one together because it's really all the pieces and parts. I wanted to do something with this because it's been sitting on my desk for a while now. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they want to get into the toy cupboard. But you know what? They're not going to, Megan. They're not going to. Believe me, I have given them so many extras lately. So I'm just putting this right on top of the frame. I'm not going to pop it up. It's watercolor paper, and maybe I want to pop up a sentiment or something, right? So yes, I know, you know what, Wendy? I don't know why I haven't tried this color combo before, but I love the soft seafoam with these bright colors on it, right? It's just kind of fun. I really like soft seafoam anyway. I'm very partial to it. So I have all of my papers organized in Stampin' Storage organizers, which are just vertical organizers. And it's very easy when you have something made, like I had the card front made, and all I did was I took it and I ran it next to all of my colors. And that way it was very easy to try and find some different combinations. Anyway, this is that. Isn't that pretty? Amy says, good afternoon. Hello, Amy. Nice to see you. Yes, jump on in here. And this could just as easily be landscape as well as portrait. And let's see here. Why don't we just finish it out by putting a sentiment on it, and then I can send it out to one of you. How about that? Let's see. Now, this is one of the beautiful stamp sets. You've probably seen it before, but it's fantastic. It's just a great mashup of 3 main sentiments that we'll see later. I have actually embossed with these a number of times, and they turn out beautifully. So anyway, and then all this great script. I just love it. I think I'm just going to do Seriously, Thanks. Sounds fun, right? And since I used Stays On this paper, I'm going to go ahead and use Stays On again. And let's see. So we're going to say Seriously, Thanks. I know, Leslie, you can intertwine these, the smaller or the larger. You can use them with other stamps that we have, you know, other thank you sets. I think I probably use more thank you cards than birthday cards. I don't know, just me. I guess I'm just really lucky to have lots of people to thank. So, yeah, I enjoy that. And let's see here. I think I want to stamp it on soft seafoam too. I was thinking about white, of course, but you know, white is so overrated sometimes. Like, enough with the white. Let me see if I have a scrap here. Gosh, I hate to cut into a brand new sheet of paper, but I will do it if I have to. Oh, don't have to this time. Here we go. All right, so like I said, we're not going to emboss this one, but it's nice embossed. Trust me, we'll do that a little bit later. Hello, Glenda. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping on. And you like From the Bottom of My Heart. It is cute. Kay, you are watching for the first time. Get out of town. I am so glad to see you here, my friend. Thank you for joining. And Kay says she used this suite for the first time the other day and used, the other die. No, and used the larger die. It would not cut through the pool party paper. Just in places. I do have some tips for that, Kay. When we get to where we're going to die cut, why don't I please, I think it'll be a lot easier if I show you what I think works. Thank you very much for posting it though, because that's a good idea. And I will say up front, although I don't notice that I've been having any troubles, everybody's die cutter is different. Even if we're all using the same Big Shot, everybody's Big Shot is different too, you know, based on, I don't know. I mean, the rollers are all set probably just a little bit differently. So anyway, we will get to that, Kay. Thank you very much for mentioning it, because we need those die cuts to just pop right out of there, don't we? Okay. Now, since my punch isn't over here to do a banner cut, I'm just going to do my old standard, my bias cut. I like to call it the Lisa cut. Not really. Jen Houston calls it that, but you know, I just call it the bias cut. So, as most of you know, if you've watched me before, I cannot freehand the tag punch. I can't freehand a little, what do you call that? Where it's like an X, or no, it's like a V. I can't freehand it. I can't do it. I'll end up eating up all of the paper. And then I have no room for my sentiment. So anyway, we don't do that anymore because it's disturbing. Seriously? Thanks. Now look at how these come out. Let's just take a moment because it's beautiful. It's like the cursive writing that I wish I had, right? I am someone who I've always liked to write, and I have always, I don't know about prided myself, but I've tried to always have really good handwriting. And then this set came along and I was like, seriously, speaking of seriously, I was like, seriously, this cursive writing is out of this world. So anyway, and then every once in a while, some people tell me that this crazy thing that some kids don't know how to write in cursive anymore. And to that I say, that's heresy. I can't even believe it. Don't tell me scary things like that. So I'm just going to pop this here. Okay. And then make a little combined sentiment. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to turn our thanks over and just run a strip of a little bit of snail. And I'm going to rub it off on my grid paper because I don't want to stick my card down to it. I should have had my, oh, thanks for the hearts, everybody. This is so fun. You don't know. I mean, you do know that I always look forward to seeing you, right? Because I always say that. But you can just multiply it times like 10 or 15 lately. And I think I told many of you that I'm only going into the office mostly at night and on the weekends now. And like I went into the office on Sunday and I saw somebody else come in, and my head popped up out of my cubicle so fast. And it was somebody that normally, she's nice enough, but she talks my ear off. And I was like, hey, hi, how's it going? She was like, the best thing I'd seen for days. Now let me check here and see. We have mint macaron paper or ribbon. I don't want to make this too futzy. But I was just looking to see, like, if we had a ribbon we might want to use back behind that sentiment. I don't think we have soft seafoam ribbon unless I were to color some. And that works too. But let's see. Let's see about this stuff. The Whisper White flax ribbon. Do we still sell this? Wendy, are you there? Do we still sell this, hon? Can someone tell me that? If we don't, I'll rip it off here. But I just want to give it kind of a, it's okay. I'm not in love with it. Hello, Lisa Harden. That's so weird to see, Lisa. And Jackie Renfro. Hi. Hello, Jackie. Jackie's my friend from, well, Jackie doesn't know she's my friend, but Jackie's my friend. I met her in Salt Lake, and I met her at an after party, and it was not at a mosh pit, was it, Jackie? It was actually, we were stamping in a church or an old gym. So, you know, it was after party Stampin' Up style. Yep, it was fun. Okay, now what kind is this? Oh, brother. Well, I don't think we need new ribbon. How about that? I can't decide. So we're going to go with nothing. We're going to go with some sort of rhinestone. Cursive fonts stamp beautifully. Yes, they do. Oh, well, Jackie, right? It was made for you. It was just made for you. Let's see here. I'm just going to put it right there. Now, let me bring out my little bag of jewels. You know, I just have a bag of jewels. This is where all the rhinestones sit, because if they don't, they get a little crazy and want to jump around and end up, you know, loose and stuff. There's those beautiful champagne rhinestones. I'm sorry, they are on back order right now because of COVID, right? So some things are on back order because of COVID, but that's okay. We can survive. We can do this. We can do this together. Let's use some pearls. I'm thinking about Jen Houston when I put these beautiful pearls on. And we'll kind of strategically place them in the flowers and stuff like that. Yep, Jackie, it was wild times. It was wild times. It was really fun, actually. It had Brittany Moon, and I shouldn't say just Brittany. She had a team of people that put it together. And it was a circus theme, and it was really great. I think Jackie helped work on it, too. Anyway, it was really fun, and these are some of the fun things that you get to do when you go to Stampin' Up! Events that are held for demonstrators. So anyway, oh, thanks, Lisa. You know what? The nails are going to get to be a problem in about 1 more week. I'm getting to the point where I can't really type very well, and of course the nail shop's closed. They don't think it's essential. I cannot figure that out. Okay, what about this that we just slapped together? Fun. So when you make these little creations, like I did with this piece that has been sitting around for a couple of weeks, you know, I just needed to like stew on it. I just needed to hang out and wait. What do I want to say? It needed to wait until it found its card. And I think it found its card. I think this is really pretty and a fun way to do it. I could have also stamped soft sea foam on soft sea foam. I think that would have been nice too, but I do like how the thanks is just popping out of here for us, right? It's the first thing your recipient's gonna see. So it's so beautiful. Let's try something else. Now we're just gonna try something really fun. Look at these jarring colors, right? Oh, let's hope we can make these work. And you don't see the champagne. Oh, Julie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, don't everybody go run off and order your champagne rhinestones. I need you to stay here with me and have some fun. They'll still be there. They're really handy, aren't they, Julie? Because they can become, like, they can be a neutral. They can go with lots of different colors. So, we really like them. Now, I need to clean this stamp really quickly, and I should show you how easy this is. When you use StazOn, StazOn doesn't just clean off of your stamps with the chamois. So here's an extra step that I do. You use this StazOn stamp cleaner. Yes, we do sell it, of course. Don't be silly. It's in the annual catalog. Very affordable. I suggest you buy 2. And you can put that on your list for buying things to earn your spot in my bingo, right? And so anyway, then that is how StazOn comes off very easily. And it's not the worst thing if StazOn stays on the stamps, I don't think, but it will stain them quite a bit. So just a little extra maintenance goes a long way. And again, you can buy that in the annual catalog, okay? And then you can chamois them off, or we're gonna use them right away. So I don't even think I'm gonna take the thanks at least off of the block. All right, now here's the other thing we're gonna do with this weird paper. First of all, it doesn't go with the DSP at all. Let me bring in the DSP. Now we are gonna use some DSP really soon in the next few cards. Oh, I have so many cards lined up for you. Like, I hope you ladies, well, and maybe some men, I hope you stampers took a bathroom break before this, because we're just gonna keep going, because what do I have to do? Nothing. Oh, sorry, Leslie. I hope, is everybody hearing me okay and seeing me okay? I can see a clear picture, which makes me very happy. This, the last few days, internet has not been playing nicely with me. Probably because everybody's home on the internet, right? Okay, I digressed, but back to this beautiful paper. Is this paper not a stunner? Yes, it is. That's an answer. I can hear you all saying yes. Yes, it's stunning. Now it comes 12 by 12 to you. I have, see you later, Jackie. I have cut this into 4x6 pieces. That's why it looks like this. But it's easier for me to show it off to you. Oh, good, Kathy. Thank you so much. And some of it's foiled, right? Like this beautiful piece. And some of it's just fully colored. And then, of course, we have the back sides. Just beautiful. Doesn't this pattern remind you of Mary Englebright? It totally reminds me of Mary Englebright. And maybe this other one. Maybe this one. But mostly this one for sure. It must be the yellow. I don't know. That was during my cross-stitching phase. My aunt and I were just talking about cross-stitching. She says she still cross-stitches, and she's 4 years older than me, I'll have you know. So we really just grew up like sisters. Anyway, she was telling me that she's still cross-stitched. And I was like, are you kidding? There's no way I could cross-stitch now. My eyes. And she said, oh no, I have a huge magnifying glass. So I was like, well, you know, if this COVID situation goes on much longer, maybe I'll take up cross-stitching too. I like the back sides too, Elizabeth. Okay, anyway, back to my point, which was this doesn't look anything like the DSP, does it? It's a Poppy Parade card base, basic black for the first layer, and then just an 1/8 of an inch down, I've got a piece of shimmer white. Okay, so we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to be a little outside of the box. I've seen other people do this technique, maybe not with this stamp, but that's the fun of watching other creators and makers, isn't it? Is that these ideas get in our mind and then they morph a little bit into something that then we make, and then it just keeps going on down the line. I love it. I love what we do. It's so fun. Have I mentioned it yet today? Probably not, so I'm going to tell you. Okay, so since we have a Poppy Parade base, let's start with Poppy Parade. We're going to color on this. We're actually going to scribble on this. Scribbling is fun. I'm going to use the light Poppy Parade. And I think I kind of want to do this on the diagonal, okay? And there's not going to be any right or wrong. So I'm using the Stampin' Blends. These come in, well, they're sold separately if you'd like, but they come in sets of 2, a light and a dark. They are alcohol markers, and they have a million beautiful uses. And the really cool thing about them is they're just ready to go. And you don't have to know color theory to be able to use them. There's not millions of them. They follow the same great color theory of Stampin' Up. So everything kind of matches. Okay, so I'm doing a rainbow colors here. So I need your help. I know it's Roy G. Biv. I don't know if we're going to get all those colors on there. But what, do we want to use pumpkin pie next? You guys just type out your answers. Yell out your answers in the posts, in the posted comments. And I'm assuming I want to use pumpkin pie next for my orange. You tell me yes or no. That it's kind of that's kind of like what we have to choose from. As far as blends, unless we were going to use, we're going to kind of do standard rainbow colors, okay? So let's put some orange down. You don't have to worry about the markers picking up the colors because alcohol markers don't do that. Now, there's our O. Hello, Bernay. Were you watching a monster movie without us? Lisa Harden says, definitely pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie sounds so yummy, right? Now, for our yellow, do we want to use Mango Melody, which is right here, in case you don't know, or do we want to use Daffodil Delight? I think I have a favorite, but you guys tell me. Mango Melody or Daffodil Delight, which do you prefer? Oh, Glenda's throwing me a curveball and says crushed curry. Okay, Glenda, let me find crushed curry in my stash here. Do I have it? I have light so saffron. That's not gonna work. Do we have crushed curry in blends? If we do, I don't think I have it. That's so odd. I can't believe it. Yeah, if we have it, I don't have it. Mango Melody. Kind of like a Mango Melody too. I think it's bright. And okay, I'm gonna go with the Mango Melody. I mean, if Lisa Harden is saying it, it's basically like I'm saying it, right? So it can't be wrong. I love that I found another Lisa Harden. Now, she is a Lisa Harden by marriage, but she is a Lisa Harden nonetheless. And her name is spelled the same and everything. Now this Mango Melody, it seems like it's a little running out of ink a little bit. That happens with your blends, okay? You got to use them or lose them. Okay, Julie says no crushed curry. And you have Cajun. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me try to color this. Anyway, looks like I need to order some more Mango Melody. Not to worry, but as I was saying, alcohol markers by their nature are going to dry out because that makes them like one of the things we like about them, right? Is that the colors dry out. So just keep that in mind. You can't have these just sitting around forever. And then, you know, like you can't just not use them for 2 years and expect them to work. Now I'm going to take the light and come over it because that was a little streaky, wasn't it? So I'm just bringing the light in and I'm essentially blending out some of those lines that were in the dark. So super handy. And that's how blends actually work, is you can go over and over several times. You can go over and over the same colors and then blend. So it fixed me in a pinch, didn't it? Okay, now let's see. G. And let's see. Well, I love Granny Apple Green, but is it too bright? I don't know. That's light Granny Apple Green. Let me see what it looks like here next to. That's light. I like that. This is so fun, Lisa. Isn't it fun? I don't like the dark. The dark's too much. I like knowing there's another Lisa Harden out there. She's got my back, right? I can be like, don't mess with me, or you're going to have to deal with Lisa Harden. Call me Clover. That might be a great idea. It's definitely a very good, like, traditional. Oh, yeah. I think that's right. Who said that? Julie. Julie Williamson. Good call. I think you've helped me out of a pinch with colors before, Julie Williamson. You're very good at that. Okay, here's our G. Our G is Call Me Clover. Ooh, I shouldn't have made it that wide. Again, not really being very careful about it. I don't know. Should I color edge to edge? Maybe I should. Let me get these colors. Let me get these colors fixed and go out to the edge because I'm not going to cut this paper down anymore. I just want a sliver of black showing around the edges. So let me do a quick fix. And isn't this fun? This does not look like pretty coloring. Okay, I know that. But it's just kind of fun to be able to do this crazy coloring. And then we'll do something fun with it. Don't worry. Don't you worry about that. I wish I would have used the light pumpkin pie now, but too late. Next card, we'll use the light pumpkin pie. I can also use the color lifter over it, but I think that would just be a little crazy. So we're not going to do that. Okay, now blue. What color of blue? Hello, Angie. So nice to see you. What about, well, there's pretty, oh no, this is Bermuda Bay, right? There's that. That's light Bermuda Bay, so it's quite dark. We also have, okay, here's dark balmy blue. I kind of like that. or we have, is this soft Seaside Spray? We have light Seaside Spray. What do you guys like for blues? Anything tripping you? Blueberry. Pam, do we have blueberry in? I love blueberry, but I don't think we have blueberry in Stampin' Blends. You guys are trying to trip me up. You're trying to trip me up. I can tell you right now, we're going to use probably Purple Posy. Oh, yeah, we're going to use Purple Posy for indigo. And then we're going to use... we're probably going to use... Is this dark? Dark Highland Heather. So those are the two we're going to use at the very end. Sure. Which blue? I almost kind of like light Seaside Spray. Balmy blue. Yeah. Oh, I think you're right. We're going to use Balmy Blue. Okay, super fun. Glenda, coming in with the Balmy Blue. Thank you. Balmy Blue is a beautiful color. And I should be coloring, I should be overlapping these colors, shouldn't I? Yes. Like a rainbow. Oh, brother. My coloring is kind of like for the birds, but that's okay. Now here's my indigo. Beautiful Purple Posy. So we don't have Purple Posy in the classic Stampin' Pad or the Stampin' Write water-based marker, but it's still just fine with, you can get it in a lot of different embellishments. You can obviously get it in the blends, and you know, there we go. All right, now we need some stamping, don't we? Because this, I gotta say, is not gonna make the best card. Hello, Roz. What the heck, Roz? Can you believe I went live and you were not here? I mean, what in the world? Now I gotta get these put back right. It's a thing of mine, right? I gotta get these put back right, or they'll be all messed up. And Purple Posy. Okay, and Highland Heather. Now I need the Stamparatus, or as fancy people call it, the Stamparatus. I am not fancy by any means. Okay, so let's put this in the Stamparatus, okay? We are going to use the large image. I think we'll do it in a couple different ways. Let's stamp it partially. Oh, you were out getting masks for a friend. That is very kind of you. Very kind and very important. Who would have ever thought we'd be out getting masks for friends, right? It's just too weird for words. So if I do that, yeah, okay. I think I'm going to stamp it so that it's kind of like partially on here. All right, and then we will kind of do a mirror image with it, partially on the other half. Okay, I like that. And with rubber, the red rubber stamps don't usually stick to the paper and make it pull up, but just in case, I'll put it there. This might end up being a really goofy card. I have no idea. I just had this idea and I was like, I've got to try it with them. Or Stampopotamus. Yes, it could be called that as well. Stampopotamus for sure. Let me put this back here. So some of you saw probably that I moved that black piece of foam, my Stamparatus. That comes with your Stamparatus when you order it. And do not take that and throw it in the trash, okay? It's not packaging. It's actually what you use in your Stamparatus when you are using photopolymer stamps, okay? So when you're using red rubber, you don't need that. But when you need, you need it when you're using photopolymers, because they're not as thick. Oh, the dogs have finally wandered off. Tango has been stuck to me like glue today because the computer was making some weird noises, you know, just alerts and stuff. And so for some reason, instead of running away from where the noise is coming from, they run to their mom. And then they just act goofy. But that's okay. We love them anyway, don't we? And I think probably I can just turn this around instead of turning the stamp around. That's a very pretty. I really like that. And even if you were to cut that or whatever, it would still be very cool. Hey, come on now. Give me that. These magnets are very strong. If you don't have the Stamparatus, you don't know that, but they're very strong and they like to fight. So don't let them get together and fight. Or they will probably smash your fingers. Now that's what my little friends at Stamp Camp always get to learn. It's the only painful part about Stamp Camp, right? Is sometimes they get their fingers mashed. I kind of want it like this, but it's going to go outside of the Stamparatus. Can I do this? Say yes. You can do whatever you want, Lisa. No. See, I'm kind of eyeing it and looking at this. I want the daisies to end up being on this end. I just have to talk myself through it. Easy now, Lisa. Don't get scared. And with the Stamparatus, you don't really have to get scared because this is a precision placing tool so that you can stamp and restamp in the exact same place if you don't get the right image the first time, or also if you're making multiples. Oh, you have to have this. It is the best. You can just be like your own man-made machine. And okay, now let's do something fun with this, right? Now that we have this cool thing that we made, look at us. Now this, I just used Memento, and that cleans off with water. Especially our great chamois. That's something good to have around. Okay, now just bear with me. We're going to make something out of this rainbow. We're going to make a cute rainbow card. I know you're wondering. I know you're saying to yourself, that's some ugly coloring, Lisa. But just trust me, okay? Just stick with me. And if you don't like it, you can't go to the nail shop, so you're kind of stuck with me. Yes. I was telling my friend that has some woodworking tools that I'm going to have to come over and have her Dremel these down for me. Because that's what my nail lady uses. And it's going to get to that stage. We're going to be there. Now, this is immediately going to calm this down. Just this little thin bit of black, right? And then it's going to be popped up on the Poppy Parade. We could use purple because we didn't use very much purple. You guys decide, but this is what it's going to be for now. And then I'm going to put, I think, a piece of vellum in the middle. Yes, do whatever you want, Lisa. Well, thank you, Roz. You know, we're going to get along just great. That's just perfect. Maybe I want to do a cutout of vellum and tone this down just a little bit. What about that? Let's do like this and then pop our sentiment up on it. How about that? Black border looks great. Looks great, Wendy. Thank you. I know what you meant. Let's bring in our old friend, the Big Shot. Now, I don't know, actually, now that I'm going to do this, I'm not sure how clean that's going to come out of vellum, right? Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Well, we'll just try it. It's just vellum. We'll try it, see what happens. I got to turn the lights on now, though. There we go. Must be just turning that time of day. All right, let's see what we get when we run this through with vellum. My guess is that it's going to be imprinted at least, but just all the little pieces might not come out. And I don't get hung up about that. In fact, I kind of like it. Exactly, Wendy. Just try it, right? I'm always telling people to just try it. Don't wonder. Just run it through the Big Shot. Okay, so this is our cards. Well, it's our vellum, right? It is in the annual catalog with the other specialty papers. It's kind of where the envelopes are too. And it's good stuff. Okay, who was asking me about not having things pop out cleanly? It may have been Glenda. Anyway, if you are having trouble with things not popping out cleanly, the first thing you should do, of course, is run this through and run it through again, okay? Oh, Wendy even says, run it through with a bit of cardstock on top of the vellum. That is also what you can do if you're having trouble with any of the die cuts. Just so long that as it's not too thick, you know, make sure it covers your die cut completely. It's going to give you a little extra pressure. So let's see how this works. It says, okay, I'll do it. Okay, let's try that. Now the third thing you can also do is just know that the highest amount of pressure is on this side and on this side, on the edges. And so if you are having trouble with some particular thing, run it through on the edges, and then you should get a little bit of a more clean image. I don't know if I'm all about that. I'll try and run it through again like I said, right? I'll try and run it through right underneath the rollers and see what happens. Let's try that. Yeah, Glenda. Okay. So I am not having that problem. I know why I'm having that problem with vellum, because vellum is just more resistant to this. It's not going to cut out that finely. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to position it so it's on the edge and see if I can get, oh, well, that's not going to work. See if I can get a little more pressure. And when you're redoing this, they kind of just slide into place. We're going to try it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Okay, now put it under here. It's got a little bit of static electricity with it. Also, you can put the die on the angle. I know, Wendy, I should have put the die on the angle anyway, just so it comes out a little bit cleaner and doesn't give you a speed bump. Okay, that just kind of got eaten. Sorry, we're not doing that. Let's use another die cut. Oh, too funny. Let's use our ovals, okay? Let me grab the stitched shapes, which are beautiful. And they are the dies that I recommend that everyone start with. And lots of people have them. So, let me see here. And they'll kind of give us a rounded look to our straight lines. So, let me pull these. 1 minute, please. I haven't left you. Haven't left you. Just looking through my plethora of beautiful dies to get the right ones. Come on now, where are you? Come on. Probably at the end or something. Okay, we're going to use a stitched shape. How about that? Let's use this size. And then let's get rid of our little pieces and parts. That's for my vacuum later on. And Cash, he likes to chew on cardstock scraps. So I don't ever worry about those that fall on the floor. However, I don't think he's going to eat vellum, so that's okay. All right, so we get a clean cut with a smoother shape. You even get the stitching. That's really pretty, right? Okay, so let's go with that for this particular card. And if you have the Big Shot, you probably have the stitched shapes. So that gives you one other idea to bring those in. Now let's try this. Now we're going to pop this up. That's cool, right? Takes a little bit of the brightness away so that we can pop up a sentiment in the middle. And let's go back to our beautiful set of thanks. And let's see here. We can kind of see, since this is clear, I think we should use our thanks again. It fits in there perfectly. So we're going to use that along with, you just use them to rub on the dies. Oh yeah, wax paper helps the vellum. Good point. How about just why thank you? That's fun. All right. The only thing about these that's dangerous is you have to make sure you don't misplace them, throw them in the trash, because some of them are kind of tiny, right? So that's all you have to watch out for, is just don't throw them away. Or they might be on the back sides of stamp cases a lot. That's one place to find them. They hang on to the back of the Stamparatus sometimes. That also is a place to find them. There's never any lack of places where these little stamps can hide. So I like to take inventory every time I use them. Make sure they're still hanging out here. Okay. I think I might want to use, I should have thought about this before I put our friend the Big Shot away. But I think I just want to use like a smaller. Will this fit in there? Oh, barely. I bet it'll barely fit in there. We're gonna make a die cut of this. How about a little piece of white? We'll just go with white, and then we'll use purple, since we don't have very much purple on our card. I like that, okay? All right, let's see here. Can I find a scrap of white? Of course. A little difficult at first. Okay. Sometimes I use my Gemini Junior, which is off screen, and I probably will start doing that. I just wasn't even really thinking about it. The Big Shot's good too. I still got plenty of love for the Big Shot. Don't get me wrong. I use them so much for classes. They're really fun. However, I can't wait to see. Okay, Renee, we'll catch you later. You definitely should go to church instead of watching me. I'm not even being facetious about that. That's that's a good idea. So I'm sure we're all really excited that the new Big Shot will, at least, I don't know if it's going to be available, but I know that the company said it was going to be in our next annual catalog. Does that mean it's going to be for sale then? I hope so. I hope so. Yes. Okay, I said purple. Do I want purple on the red? You guys decide. Do we want purple or do we want blue for our sentiment? So it would be Highland Heather or Call Me Clover. No, or Seaside Spray. Highland Heather or Seaside Spray. Which do you like out of that? I found one stuck on your coffee mug. Yeah, that makes sense too. I'm going to let you guys post. I can wait. Wendy Alex is purple. Not shocking, because that's Wendy's favorite color. Mine too, Wendy. Oh, Glynis is purple. All right, let's go with purple. Highland Heather. You don't have to really talk me into purple anytime, because I already love it. Beautiful Highland Heather. Okay. And give it a tap tap. Don't make out with it. Just kiss the ink pad. Don't make out with it. Okay. That's what we teach at Stamp Camp, right? That's why Stamp Camp's so important. Some people don't know this. Oh man, that thanks just fits in there. It's like this was made for it. It's like this oval was made for it. Look Look at that. So cute. Love it. Let me try this out. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, let's see if I can center this up on the widest part of the stamp. It's going to be good enough for us. Why, thanks. Hello, why, thanks. Oh, I like it. This is a totally different look from the suite, isn't it? Hello, Kathy. Kathy Strange is coming on. Hello, Kathy. Everybody say hi to Kathy. Give her some love. We love Kathy. We hope you're doing good. Thanks, Lisa. You love it? Why, thanks. Let's see here. Now, we're going to put some... I should have kept those... I should have kept my bag of jewels out. I'm just feeling like it's rhinestones again. I'm feeling like it's rhinestones. I'm going to pop this up on our piece of vellum. And then... Oh gosh, I thought I heard someone coming to my house and I was like, what? That's odd. It's just the neighbors. And they're not coming to my house. So here's what I've been doing today. Since I know that this is going to be in the... I'm going to jog back and forth between instructions and this story, okay? Stick with me. Don't vary what you're doing. You have to listen if you want to keep up with my crazy antics. So, I am redoing my front yard, having it re-landscaped. I currently have a lot of stacked stone and retaining walls and permabark. That's not going to work with the new setup. So I either need to get rid of it, throw it away, or sell it. And so I thought, I'm just going to put it on the Nextdoor app and see what happens, you know. And I made it a quick sale, basically. This stuff is several dollars for each block. And I said, just you haul it, and it's $1 a block. That you would have thought that that would have been enough and people would have just rolled up, right? Oh, no. Oh, no. I've been answering questions like they're getting ready to buy the Mona Lisa, the original. What are the dimensions? How many do you have? And keep in mind, I have hundreds, okay? What are the dimensions? What do you use them for? How much, how strong are they? How am I supposed to know? Oh, are they on, is that on weed barrier? Yeah, it was when I put it down 17 years ago. So, no, in other words. What in the world? I don't know. You know, it's just questions. Then another guy, well, how much for all of it? Okay. And so I tell him, and then he goes, oh, that's great, but I only have a minivan. I'm like, okay, at that rate, I'll be dead of old age before you get all this hauled off in your minivan. Then he wants to know, do I have a wheelbarrow? No. I do technically have a wheelbarrow, and it's buried back behind a bunch of stuff in the garage. And I was like, again, I'm thinking to myself, it's $1 a block. Figure it out. Just, oh my God. Anyway, and then the payments. Oh my God. This is why I don't do yard sales anymore, big time. Then the payment issues. There's only 50 different apps. I'm like, how about PayPal? Oh, well, no, that's not cool enough anymore. We got to do Venmo or Zelle. All right. All right, I say, that's fine. How about cash? I don't really want cash. I don't want to touch your dirty cash. Well, that's all I have. I go, well, all right, but I'm not going to give you change. I mean, it's been exhausting. And so finally, and I was going to do this anyway, but I called some family and some of my family, my younger brother and one of my aunts. And I told them to come get what they wanted for free. They didn't have a bunch of questions. Get that? They didn't have a bunch of questions. They just wanted to know when they could show up. And so anyway, I'm getting rid of all this blocking, and then I'm going to buy essentially new blocks, but I really need boulders at this point for what I want to do out there. So there you go, right? I'm having people haul off the old stuff, and I'm going to bring in some really expensive new stuff, but it'll be beautiful. And when we can all hang out outside, 3 of you at a time can come over and hang out with me in the front and have cocktails, because I'll have seating for 4. I have a lot of seating in the backyard, but okay, are we liking this? Can I get, if you don't like it, it's okay. You don't need to give me a bunch of angry faces, okay? But if you like it, let me know, because otherwise I'm not going to know if I should make more or never make it again. Oh, hearts. Thank you. And now I'm going to stamp this a couple of times. This cool little daisy that's in the stamp set, right? And I'm just going to stamp it with black because it just kind of goes. I think our coloring ended up really fun. And I did use shimmer white. So I don't know that you can see it on camera now. But there's a little, oh, brother. There's a little shimmer. Now, I should have known. There's something under there. There's a little shimmer coming through all of this rainbow color. And so don't forget about your shimmer white. It's really fun. I think this paper is just folded kind of wickety-whack. Ugh. I can't have a partial stamp. That's embarrassing. I'm new. I'm new here. Compared to Jesus, maybe, or dirt, I've been around a while. I should be able to stamp a flower, don't you think? Okay, here we go. And I really like the Poppy Parade. I was just going to say it's my favorite red. I can't pick a favorite red. First of all, I love Mary Merlot. Love it. It's so dramatic. Okay, there. Sometimes you have to look at the short edge, and it's easier to get this straight, right? I know. Just this single flower stamp, it's very important to remember sometimes that just our single stamped images are beautiful as the artist made them, right? And I think it's a fun offset to all this color, all this crazy color. So there you go. There's another different way that you can use this ornate style stamp set. I hope that you're all planning on buying it, at least some of it. You know, I saw it and it took me, I'd say about 20 seconds. And I hit the button to buy everything. I wasn't messing around. Now here's another one that I think has a really different look. What do you think about this card? This is purple, so Wendy will love it, and I love it. And uses the die cuts, uses the stamps, and uses some of my favorite purples, the Rich Razzleberry on the top with Blackberry Bliss, and then Smoky Slate. So, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like this. It's very tonal, right? And then we don't have this gray, we don't have gray seam binding ribbon, but I just took this white seam binding ribbon. Oh, horrors. Look at that. I'm almost out. And colored it with my Stampin' Blends. So don't forget that you can color a lot of our embellishments with your Stampin' Blends. You can color rhinestones, clear epoxy drops, lots of the ribbons. So just keep that in mind, okay? And then here's the one where I said that embossing works great. This is just the silver embossing powder. I love it. They are delicious. Like, yum. Put it in a pie crust and serve it up to me, babe, because it looks beautiful. Okay. Oh, did I say pie? You know, pie is like probably my favorite food item in the world. And my favorite, of course, is that my mother makes pies for her restaurant, but also for us. And, oh, the pie crust, so flaky. So flaky. Anyway, we could have a whole hour conversation about that. Let's see here. If you're just tuning in, hello. Please please let me know you're there and say hello. And don't forget, you can find more about my online bingo event on the Facebook page you're on now. Or if you'd like more information about it, you can also sign up for my email. Just go to the Stamping Zoo. It will prompt you, and then you can sign up, and you can get an email about stuff. Sometimes I give exclusive tutorials to my email list. I love my email list. So please keep that in mind. It's not painful. It's actually kind of fun. So since I thought, since this one was tonal, right? Let's take this in another direction and do a bunch of bright colors again. I chose the Granny Apple Green. Here is Daffodil Delight, Mango Melody, and oh, that's for another card. I told you I had a lot of cards lined up, didn't I? So let's kind of have fun with this. The die comes from, let's do the, I think we should do the die cutting first. Yeah, then we can get rid of the big shot. So like I said, there are 2 sets of dies. This is the Ornate Borders. This is really fun. I cut out a couple of these because a couple of these I think are really hard to visualize unless you can see them cut out. So for this card and the next card, oh, awesome Colossus, thank you. Yeah, so anyway, like there's this one. This is what I'm using right here. There's this one that is, it's an edge. It cuts out on the edge unless you use this little thing right here. So we'll cut this out. It's easier for me to just show you again. But basically this makes this into something that gets cut out as a separate piece. And then you can even further cut these flowers and leaves apart and make, you know, little embellishments out of them. This cuts a beautiful scalloped, dotted, and striped edge. And this one is really funky. It's partially cut out and partially embossed. So anyway, oh, and I guess on the inside of this one, I also put those 3 flowers. Again, just tone on tone. Something fun, but they're textural. So that's inside. Okay. Wow. With all that lineup, let's see if we can do this design justice by making it in a totally different color palette. All right. I am thinking Mango Melody card base with yellow, well, let's see here, with the yellow, first layer. I know, isn't it fun? You got to do the tone on tone. I kind of want to cut the die cut out with the green. Let's start with that. And then let's see where we go. It looks like I need a 3rd color to kind of mimic my design. But I don't want to make it so busy because we are just using, well, we can use some DSP. How about that? You know, sometimes my mind kicks in and I'm just amazed. And sometimes I'm amazed for other reasons because it's really slow. Okay, so I'm going to put this here on the edge, right? Because remember, like we were talking with Glenda, that's where we're going to get the most pressure. So if I have something like a straight line like that, I'm just going to run it right through on the edge. Sorry, that's a little blurry. I probably need to back up my screen a little bit. I think I still can. You know, I like to bring it forward for when we're looking at words, but then you have to kind of back it up. Okay, so then that came out, and now take a look at this cool thing in the green. Look how different it is, right? There's some embossed pieces, or just they're just cut, and then there's all these other little die cut areas, and I'm just gonna run that over the trash really quickly and kind of flick it with my finger. All those things were really cleanly cut out of there. Okay, just flick it and they pop out. And also, if you've watched me before, you know that I don't care if some of those stay in, because I think it's really hip and now if you leave some of those in. Hello, Alicia, sneaking in. Nice to see you. Okay, well, that in itself is gorgeous. So we've got the start of it, don't we? Now let's take that piece of Daffodil Delight and let's use our long rectangle. The long rectangle is over in this one, and it runs the length of an American sized card. And I think that the cards, well, I know the cards, at least in Australia, are longer, maybe in the UK too. So I'm so glad that they did that, because it actually gives everybody a really nice option for a really large die. So these dies are large, like they cover the whole face of your cards. And they're like our ornate dies that were in the Halloween set that carried over, just on steroids, right? Okay, so that is running through my Big Shot twice. Flick them out, leave some of them, I dare you. And now we've got a really dynamic color combo, don't we? Pretty fun, right there, super quick. Hello, Miss Jen. We've been talking about you off and on and all the cool classes that we're going to be offering this month. Some of them are going to be with this very suite of products. We wouldn't pass up a chance to use these beautiful products. Real. Okay, now I'm going to choose some DSP. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, shall we, and see like what we've got going on. And again, I don't know about that Mango Melody. We may have to change our idea on that. I don't know. Oh, and actually, we don't have to use this paper. Just 1 minute. Let me grab some other paper that's in my mind. Because, you know, this happens, right? When you have when you are a quote-unquote avid stamper, which I think I qualify as an avid stamper. So this is the Sia Silhouette paper, and I'm feeling this vibe, right? I'm feeling this with our Daffodil Delight and our Granny Apple Green. Feeling this a lot. I don't know that I want to bring that red in, though. This one looks great. Let's see. And it has a little bit of Mango Melody. What do we think about this, ladies and ladies? I'm getting some hearts, so I'm just going to go with it. So, oh, ladies and Gary, I'm sorry, you said Gary snuck in and he was like, what? Is it Thursday night already? What's going on? No, Gary. I'm sneaking up on you. Now I'm coming in more than once a week. He's like, oh, dear Lord. The Stamping Zoo more than once a week? That's a lot. We love Gary. He's one of my favorite Floridians. Yep, he is. You bet. You better believe it. Okay. I believe, Glenda, it's this die that you were asking about in particular. Let's see. Oh, this turned out great with cardstock or with DSP. And really, the other ones that I did turned out. Now, look at that. Is that just a totally different look for this stuff? I'm in love with it. So, you know, think outside of the suite, if you will. All right? Don't forget that you can do anything you want with this. Jen is rolling over, or, well, I was going to say she's rolling over in her grave. That's not really very nice. Jen she's clutching her pearls right now because these colors are driving her crazy. I can guarantee you that. But that's okay, Jen. Just hang tight with me. And, you know, you can always use the tonal effect if you don't like the brights. But everybody knows that that's where my heart is. My heart sits with the brights pretty often. Yeah, so this was our inspiration card. And what we need now, I have to, oh no, I thought I needed to score that, but it's already scored. it was something that was just sitting there waiting to be created with, okay? So see our cards coming together in a totally different way. Ooh, so fun. Totally different way. But still great. And let's see here. That's going to be there. We have enough ribbon to do our same little trick with, right? Oh my gosh. That's it. And I don't have an extra. Worries me. Well, we're going to make it work. I think it should be enough. Okay, so now I'm going to use my dark Daffodil Delight to color this ribbon and show you how easy it is. And that's how I made this with the gray granite. Okay. Oh, but I really don't want to use the bullet end because that'll take a half an hour. So with the paintbrush end for this particular coloring, just come along here, and it doesn't matter if you go over some areas more than once. You can also kind of pull it through. I just find it's easier to get it all covered this way. And also you could just leave streaks of yellow. Like you could just do little bits, you know, and leave some of the white. That's another cool look. It would look like tie-dyed or custom colored, which it is, right? By the artisan. So this is the white crinkled seam binding ribbon, or it might be the crinkled white seam binding ribbon, but it doesn't matter. That'll get you there, right? It's in the newest mini catalog, and it's just gorge. We like it. Okay, and then I'm going to do my end, and because this is alcohol, it's already dry, and because this ribbon is so thin, I mean, so then look, isn't this great? We have some new ribbon we didn't even know we had. Now I'm going to do that same little technique that I did before. When you have something that you're going to be affixing to the back of something else, but you want to see the front of it, it's really handy if you just put some snail on the back. That way you can adhere it. I'm trying to show you this on the camera. You can adhere it, and then you can see what you're doing while you're affixing it at the same time. Okay, so I will turn this over just in the interest of time. Kind of what I'm doing is kind of like pie crust. Isn't that funny how my mind keeps going to pie? And oh my gosh, I had some of my mom's pie last week. It was so good. A friend went over to their restaurant and brought me some things back. I wasn't hating it. I wasn't hating it at all. It was as good as a delivery of toilet paper. Which I should have actually charged people toilet paper for these blocks they got today. I don't know if I would have gotten any takers. My God, I'm having a heck of a time getting them to take them for $1. I mean, what can you buy for $1 nowadays? Nothing, except for you could probably buy some embellishments off of our clearance rack. They're always a screaming deal. But, oops. It doesn't matter so much to me if I don't get this exactly lined up. That's one reason why I did it on the bias. You know, I kind of did it like off to the side. It's because I wanted to kind of make it a little more random. Okay. And also, ladies, I know that all of you have probably been doing this, but I had a Zoom meeting. I met for coffee with my girlfriends today via Zoom, 3 of my girlfriends, and we had a lot of fun, except there were some connectivity issues, but that's to be expected, right? But we had a really fun time chatting, and we're longtime friends. These are girlfriends of mine well, one of them's Katie, and she's been my friend since the 7th grade. And the other 2 have been my friends since the 20s. My 20s, not the 20s. I wasn't alive in the 20s. But anyway, long story short, we had a great visit, And we decided that we're also going to do a TV club, like a book club. TV club. Can you get it? And so that started, right? We're meeting again on Monday night to discuss Cheer, which is a current documentary on Netflix about a certain cheer squad at a 2-year college in Texas. And you know, down in Texas, they take cheer seriously. It is probably one of their religions. So we thought we were pretty brilliant. We were coming up with a TV club. And it's going to be really fun. I hope I can keep up with my homework. Right? Okay, so this has some snail on it already. But I'm just kind of like dotting over that ribbon. And it can handle it because it's flat and it's not very voluminous. Yep, so I'm giving you that idea for free, peeps. Go join your friends for a TV club. Oh, now see, I didn't have a back layer. Well, this is my back layer. And then there's this. Okay, I was getting confused. Sorry. And then where's my green piece? It's right in front of my face. Okay. Ooh, so fun. Now this, I'm going to just put some, thanks, Jen. You're welcome to use that. You can do anything you want. Jen makes some of the greatest designs. I case her things all the time. Yep, I do. Now I'm hitting this here and there. You certainly don't need to get every little spot, okay? And it comes off of the card just a tiny bit. US card. It comes off there just a tiny bit. So just know we're going to have to trim a little bit of the leaves and a little bit of the flower. All right, so if that helps you like center it in a certain place. Ooh, this is fun. I still like it. And then finally, we need to put a sentiment on it. And let's see. I'm thinking I just want to stamp. Do we want it on green? Do you want it on green or do you want it on mango? Any preferences? I know. I love the bright colors too, Donna. I'm a bright gal. So, Granny Apple Green or Mango Melody for the sentiment. And I'm going to find a mango strip just in case. Ooh, perfect. Kevin can't stop raving about your card. He says it's a ray of sunshine. This card? Kevin, you're so cute. Okay, so, mango. Roz says try mango. Yeah, if we don't like it, right? And I have green too. Kathy says green. Wendy says green. Roz says try mango. Ooh, it's tough. I'm going to try the mango because then they'll give us all 3 colors right up in front. And if we don't like the mango, you know what? We don't have to use it. But I'm just gonna stamp the thanks in mango. And I'm gonna do the same kind of setup that I did with the other cards because it's really quick. And I know I'm taking a lot of your time today. But I was just happy to see you. And actually, since it's in the afternoon, I guess I just feel like I can keep going, right? Normally I'm on later. And, oh, Kevin says mango. Well, then we should probably go with mango. If Kevin says, Kevin knows about these things. Ugh, well, that looks dumb. What's wrong with my mango? It must be dried out. I must need to re-ink that thing. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, we can use another color. Nearly time for another cup of coffee. Yes, right? I'm running you out a cup of coffee. Might tie things together because it's the base, but maybe other colors will look better. Well, thanks. That doesn't really help. That doesn't help. No, I'm just teasing you. I am going to stamp it in What color? Do I want to do black? It seems kind of harsh. Maybe, maybe the dark gray. Mango with green ink. Okay. I'll try that. Mango with Granny Apple green ink. You just got your second. See, oh, I love that Leslie and Elizabeth are on here. They're friends. Like, they're actual friends. And then one of them moved, which was really rude. But, you know, that happens. But they're still friends. So I enjoy that. Okay, what do you think about this? Do you like that? Or Night of Navy? Jen. I kind of like Night of Navy, but Night of Navy on the mango? Is that what you think? I have laughing faces and hearts. The hearts is a good sign. Really, really rude. Okay, so it must have been, it was Leslie that moved, obviously. Leslie. Bad friend, Leslie. Well, I don't know what she was thinking, frankly, because Elizabeth, if I would have lived next to you, I would have never moved. Trust me. Oh, Jen is so good at color theory. She really is. That's cool. Cool. Good job, Jen. And I'm going to use the sentiment, my friend. But Night of Navy has to stay away from other people. It's kind of like the magnets. It wants to fight. And what it does is it wants to grab me and get all over my hands. So, Night of Navy has to just stay over there. Like, don't even think about it, Night of Navy. I see you trying to grab my fingers. I don't know why it does that. It migrates. Okay. Good enough. Now you can go back in your cubby hole, Night of Navy. Thank you for your service. And that has to go there. It ties. I know there was that blue in the background and I kept thinking like, what blue? But of course my mind didn't go there. My mind was like, balmy blue? That's going to look weird. See, she's very good at this. That's why you want to take a class with the Artsy Zoo, because you get the beautiful eye of Jen Houston. And you get the antics of me. I don't know. Is that a good deal or not a good deal? The jury's still out on that. But I'll probably make you laugh a few times. And I think that's pretty good. For right now, I think that's a good thing to be doing. Don't you? Yeah. It's very important. In fact, I have been watching so much of The Office lately. American version. I taped a bunch of the old episodes and I'm watching The Office now. And last night I watched one of my very favorite ones, which is called Cafe Disco. Give me a thumbs up if you remember that one or if you like it. Oh my God. I'm getting some signs of life there. It is so funny to me that when Michael stands up on the chair and he blasts music through the heating system, and it's CNC Music Factory. It's just like, it's a funny song, and he lip syncs it. Anyway, when he does that, the first time I saw that show, I had to watch it like, I don't know, 7 or 8 times. It was recorded. I had to watch it 7 or 8 times before I wasn't laughing so hard that I couldn't hear anything. Those guys made me laugh so much. So anyway, it just happened to be one of the ones that got recorded. Oh, I was in love with it. It was so fun to watch. I'm going to slide this under here just a tiny bit. I probably should have left it a little bit longer, but I didn't. That's all right. We're just fine. Thanks, my friend. This card could be coming out to you. If you're someone that needs a card, and I've somehow missed you from my mailing list, please send me a private message with your address. That makes my heart happy, okay? So just know that I'm thinking of all of you. And if I can send you a card and give you some happy mail, it's my honor. I kind of almost want this down here. What about that? I don't know. Try it out. Why not? Okay, cute. Now we could put embellies on here too. Do you guys want some embellishments on here? Some more rhinestones. It is a great deal, Kathy. Yeah, kind. Oh, my Facebook stopped? I hope not. Are you guys still here? You're still here. I see some hearts. Okay, let's get my packet of jewels out so fast. Everybody has to have a packet of jewels. I don't know why I keep putting them in. I keep like putting them away so orderly and taking them out. See, a bunch of them just jumped off. And I'm just kind of funny that way. Jen, the first card we made used pearls. So that was all about you. Yes, I'm going to use the clear ones on the purple one because they're really fun. So these are rhinestone basic jewels, okay? You can find these in the annual catalog, and they sparkle so much. They have so much sparkle. And you can color these with your Stampin' Blends as well. So just keep that in mind, okay? Just a little bling adds so much fun, right? And then this one has the die cuts inside. And then what are we going to put on this one? Oh, these are Mango Melody, aren't they? Are these Mango Melody or Pumpkin Pie? I don't know, but they look fun. They look kind of fun. Let's use them. Because this card is already really, really bright. So while I'm putting these on, why don't you tell me, just, do you have a favorite between, you can say the bright or the tonal. How about that? And we'll put this one right here in the center of that flower. Do you prefer the bright design of this card or the tonal design of this card? I don't know. First of all, this is really in my, what do I want to say, wheelhouse of colors I love. Because I love purple. We've already talked about that. Wendy Allen loves purple. So Donna loves the brights. Leslie loves the brights too. Jen likes the tonal. Oh, Lisa Harden likes the bright. Love it. And anyway, they're just kind of fun. I hope you use that design. And it's a great way to use all those beautiful die cuts, right? Okay, let's go back to, I have another card. Can you believe it? I actually have 2 more cards, but I think we'll do one more. So we're going to use the colors in the DSP. Let me take these away. Now, what I'm going to do at the very end is I will show you all the cards we made. And then if you want to take a screenshot of that, then you'll have all those ideas in one picture. Glenda likes bright. Kathy likes bright. Kathy Strange says tonal. You know what? There was like a pretty even mix there. I kind of like that. That's really fun. Let me just show you this. This is a card base that I have going on here. Remember I told you that particular die cut was a little odd because it cuts on one side and but it doesn't cut a separate image. And then what I did was I ran it through with a piece of paper right here, kind of like we did earlier. And it just really embossed it. So it like cut this out on the front, of course, and then embossed the inside of the card. And what I was thinking of doing was cutting this out as well with that same really feminine flourish on the end. And then gluing this on the front of the card and putting a sentiment on it. And so I will show you that offline. Okay, that's something for me to make offline, and I will post. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm thinking on my feet today. I'm going to post that card only to people who receive my email. So if you want to see that finished card, you need to sign up for my email. So simple. Even if you don't live in the United States, you can get my email, and that'll be a little treat for my email subscribers, okay? So if you, like I said, you can private message me your email, or you can go to my blog, thestampingzoo.com, and it will prompt you really quickly to sign up there. Thestampingzoo.com is also where I keep all of my tutorials. So heavens, you want to head over there every once in a while. And anything that I post to Pinterest, I always link back to the tutorial that's on my Facebook page. Or no, the Stampin' Zoo. So anyway, just a heads up, there's all sorts of Stampin' Zoo fun. Kathy, you're glad you get the emails? Thank you. I try to be informative and entertaining, but not annoying, right? That's what I'm trying. Okay, let's use this die cut. And I need to use it because I can't quite remember which side cuts. It's kind of like the flowers. One side cuts and one side just stays static. And I can't quite remember which it is. So we're going to run this through and figure that mystery out. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, have I mentioned lately how much I'm enjoying this? Yes, I am. We could keep going on forever. And you know what? I'm so excited too because my aunt and uncle are going to come over for a visit outside. We're not going to hug. No, we're not going to hug. And we're not going to get very close to each other. They actually want some of this block out here. So they're going to come over. Now, let me try this and see if this works. And I want to cut a straight line. So I need a little bit of sticky whatever. Right now I'm using purple tape. Sometimes I use, you guys know that I use Post-its that are fully sticky. So right now I'm on a roll of purple masking tape. So let's cut this out. Now just hang with me here. I've got an idea, right? Lisa Harden, you just signed up on my blog. You are a good little friend. You're a good Lisa Harden. I know. It's a lame joke, right? But it's so funny. I have to keep saying it. All right, look at that. Is that so cool? Look how they have varied. There's like 3 different sizes of circles. It's amazing to me that they can do this in such a tiny space. So we set this aside. We're going to use all these pieces, right? And then I'm going to turn this over. And I want to cut kind of a slice out of this, right? So see, Lisa Harden is obviously really smart. She just ran on over there and signed up for my blog. And then that was it. She's right back. So that's how long it takes, which is, the answer is not long. Okay, Leslie, you say, Elizabeth, you and Elizabeth were talking about the border dies on the phone. Like the DSP I didn't get. Oh, what? Leslie, that is such a rookie mistake. Jeez. And now you have to go back and get it. That's, you know what? The good news is, I think they've got some for you. Yeah, I think they've got, okay, this is what I wanted. I wanted these pieces to come together like that and form a little gap. Just like the gap in the front of my teeth, which I actually love. So when I was younger, of course, I wanted to get that fixed. And then finally, when I could afford to get it fixed, I didn't want it fixed. It's part of my personality. So that was a little lesson I learned. Kind of like how I used to want a tattoo. And now I'm so glad I don't have one. There wasn't ever anything that I wanted so badly. So anyway, good decision. This Lisa makes good decisions sometimes. Now I have cut this piece of, this is mint macaron, okay? And a little sliver of the beautiful DSP. And that's the back side of it. Look at that. Yummy. But today we're going to use this. What I wanted was I wanted a piece of DSP that was just as long as the card, but a little short. Because what we're going to do is we're going to make like this little peekaboo window. And we're going to put this DSP in the middle of it. Okay? And so it's going to end up looking like this. And these pieces, the solid pieces, are going to be up on dimensionals. And this piece is going to be flat. So let's start with that. I'm not going to go clear to the ends because I know my paper is cut to 6 inches. The reason I'm leaving some overage is because then even if my paper is like a scintilla off, which it is, right? Because measurement is fluid. It's not static. And that's another show though. And that's about all I know about math. Okay. Anyway, the point being that then you can cut the front of this to be exactly the length of your cardstock. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. Is Brene still on here? No, she went to church. Well, she probably went to, I'm guessing she went to online church. Is that what most people are doing now? Okay, that one's a little close, but what kind of tattoo was I hoping for? You know, I guess I never really got that far. And thank God I didn't decide to get some like cartoon character or something. You know, Garfield or something. I actually know somebody through somebody else that has a Garfield tattoo, and we kind of make fun of it. So there you go. Hello, Susan. You can watch the replay later. You can watch the replay anytime you like. I'm just happy to see you pop on. Yeah, anyway, so no Garfield tattoo or something dumb like that. And then I'm sure there was probably a phase where I wanted something written on myself that was very prophetic, you know. But then it never came to fruition. Because what is it that you can write on yourself to last a lifetime, you know? I'm just way too practical to have a tattoo. Because all I can think about is, what do I want on myself forever? You know, it's kind of like, do I want to wear the same shirt forever? No, can't do it. Here's what I want to do on this edge while I'm thinking about it here. I want to take some of the colors that are in this, which I can tell that's for Cocoa Rose. No, it's not. No, what? That's weird. I want to use a little strip of white, and I want to use, well, I think it looks like Rococo Rose. It must be terracotta tile, but really light. But you just stick with me, kids. Let me grab some Rococo Rose. We're just going to solve this mystery right now. Let's see here. I want, oh, that's not going to work. Maybe on the diagonal. I want that little strip of white to kind of break up the colors. And then I want a tiny slip of Rococo Rose. And kind of thinking that I have a scrap of it, because it'd be crazy if I didn't. But I'm not going to look for it too long here. Let me just see if I have one real quickly. I realize you can't hear me. I'm a little muffled. Oh, there we go. Here's a card base. We'll use it. Now look at that. That's going to work great. I think it's gorgeous. With the, I think it's really pretty. Here's what I'm going to do. This is how crazy I am. I'm just going to cut this. I'm just going to, oh, and the pain of getting a tattoo. Yeah, no kidding, Jen. It'd be like when Phoebe got one. Phoebe talked, Jennifer Aniston, whatever her name was in Friends. She talked her into getting a tattoo. And so I don't remember what Phoebe got, but she got, or I don't remember what Jennifer Aniston got. She got something that was kind of like intense. And then Phoebe said she got the world for very, very far away. And it ended up a dot on her, right? It was so perfect. Oh, that would be us. That'd be me for sure. Okay. See? That's perfect. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this in. And remember, I cut it all crooked. It doesn't matter, because we're going to line this up so that it is the straight edges out. Just a touch. Something got on there. Oh, well, that wasn't the best idea. I did that kind of upside down, didn't I? Well, I'm going to have to live with it now. I can't have you guys waiting for me to take care of that. Okay, well, I didn't mean to put it on that side. However, we're going to make it work. And then I'm going to just take this one and make sure it's straight also. And remember how we did that other design where we put adhesive on the back and then we could look at it from the front. Ah, you lost me? I wonder if my battery's going dead. I've been on here so long. I hope not. Ooh, it looks a little, doesn't it? Okay, well, I'll try and hurry and finish up this thing. Okay, so that's what I've got here. Oh, you guys, I wonder if my battery's going dead. I had full battery power, but I have been talking for a while, haven't I? If you lose me, just know that I'm almost finished, and I'm going to take stills of all these pictures anyway. But yes, so that really, Jen, that was the practicality in me being like, I don't know what I want forever. I mean, what do I want? A Stampin' Up tattoo? Now, should I get a llama tattoo? I don't think so. I think it's going a little too far. Much. Okay. And do this. Look at this. Do you love this? I think it's really pretty. I think I'm cutting out, you guys. Oh, no. There we go. Are we started?